He tuned in to Let's Yap About It. Even though I don't talk, but he got something to say. Stuck emotions out now.
Tune in to Let's Yap About It. This ain't no podcast. It's a problem cat. I go out of Fat Pimp Texas very own. Hey man, tell your baby mama I'm looking for her. Tell your wife I'm looking for her. That's what it is, man. Let's Yap About It, man. This ain't no podcast. It's a problem cat. Fat motherfucker pimp. Let's go, man.
Yeah. Let's yap about it.
You are now about to witness the strength of
Let's
the
yap about it. Yap About It podcast. Starring Raw Bass. Let's yap about it. Yeah. Let's yap about it. Let's yap about it. Let's yap. Let go. Let's yap. We in the mix. Fit too savage. Let's yap about it. Stop by for a visit. Content was so living, had to pray for all of my children. Now the whole world be listening. Talk to niggas from prison. Spoke how they was living, how the COs be tripping. Rappers losing on the back end because promoter dudes keep dipping. Seen the show when the dude started out of bloods, then start crippin'. Stripper niggas stop tipping, out of game niggas stop flipping. Bad attitude, so he had to move just to keep his ass out of prison. Seen a show about a young hoe, fucked on a sister, man, no apology. Let's yap about it. If the bitch come around me, shit, she can holler at me. Check my Instagram, she was following me, cause she knew I be where them dollars be. Rapid funds, but I keep it going, I fuck you up, no apologies. Yep. Let's yap about it. Yep. Let's yap about it. Yep. Let's yap about it. Let's yap about it. Bit too savage like music.
What's up? We back at it again, man. Glad to have y'all tonight, man. We here for another episode, man. We definitely tapped in tonight. Oh yeah. It don't never stop. It does not stop. Man. Listen. I'm glad to have y'all with me tonight, man, enjoying it in this happy hour Friday night. We definitely tapped in. We got a lot to cover tonight. Listen here. I want to talk about some things tonight, man. There's been so much going on. I want to touch bases on these things. Heartfelt right now. Rich Homie passes away at age 34. Why are so many artists passing away too soon? Is it stress, depression, pressure from the record labels, bad contracts, or just wanting to numb themselves from the world at this point? The cost of fame is a lot. And I want to touch bases on that tonight, and we're going to get into it. Also, we got Damon Dash, 50 Cent. They definitely getting into it back and forth. Damon Dash dentures fell out while speaking on live, and the internet is having a field day. Why beef? I want to ask this question. All jokes aside, why beef? Why now? And we're going to get into a little bit of that later. Also, we're going to get into this, man. We got to definitely talk about this. This was a hot topic in my neighborhood and on a lot of conversations. And I was asking a lot of people about this. To be or not to be gangster. Too gangster is the question. And I want to ask this question too. Why are people like YSL Woody and Ralo glorified while people like Bobby Shmurda, Lil Kim, and others get overlooked for being solid? Is there such a thing as being too gangster for your own good? I also want to talk about this too. We seen a lady get caught up. Definitely woman gets caught in the chase scam rapture on film. Woman is baffled about getting caught from a scam that isn't guaranteed to work while in the bank. Is scamming the new hustle, or is it the banking system sealing all the ways to win? We're going to cover that tonight. And then I also want to get into this interesting thing about a girl getting fired. She got fired. And basically what she did was she was saying that it was just too serious. The job was too serious. And you always hear me say this. In order to be taken serious, you must first be serious about yourself. And we got a lot of people out here that are not taking their lives serious, taking their careers serious, taking their future serious. And I think that we need to get a grasp on that as quickly as possible, especially with our youngsters, because man, they going down. And when I say going down in the third, now they going down in the first at this point. But I want to touch on those things tonight. But without further ado, I want to talk about the Rich Homie thing. The Rich Homie thing is what's got the internet going crazy. As you know, the YSL trial, RICO case is going on right now, and Rich Homie was definitely called to testify about his father's barbershop getting shot up. There's been so much going on in this case. I mean, at this point, this is one of the longest running trials that I've ever seen as far as presenting evidence and trying to shut down, I guess, believe in the city of Atlanta of what YSL represented. I want to say this about Rich Homie. Rich Homie had one of the best runs that I've ever seen in the music, especially coming from where he came from. He came from a decent household. He came from a decent background. I love this music. One of my favorite songs, ironically, is one of the songs that he did with what's his face? He's from here, from Houston. It's called Mamacita, and it was with Travis Scott. And the song was amazing. Once I first heard him, and then my first was the song "Feel Some Type of Way," which he had an amazing chemistry. And when he first hit the Houston scene, man, he was big. He did his thing. Then he teamed and formed the super group, to me, Rich Gang, which was on everybody's playlist around that time. To see him go in such a way so quickly is quite disappointing. And the reason why I say that is because the young brother was so talented. The young brother had so much ambition, and he hadn't reached his peak. At 34 years of age, that just took a serious blow, because he took a hiatus from music. He was trying to get his record contract straight, and I believe that he had signed with Warner Brothers. And I was thinking that was one of the most interesting things about him when he was with Think It's a Game Records. And then, he restructured everything, especially when he was running around with Rich Gang. I want to say this. I really want to question, why are there so many artists going away so soon? I mean, I want to ask this question. Is the music industry the toughest industry? I know we talk about football, entertainment, sports, everything, but the music industry is so funny and so upside, so downside at times. I asked that question. Is it the distress? Because you have to come up with hit record and have to after hit record. See, there was a time in the music industry where it was quality over quantity. And now with the home studios being available, the quest on cranking out so many hits is a thing. And I know it can lead to stress, depression, especially when your music is not hitting like the way that it used to. I mean, like I say, with YSL and the Rich Gang, and Think It's a Game Records, he had one hell of a run. And I want to say this. The pressures from the music industry and these pressure from the record labels of you churning out hit after hit, not getting any sleep, not getting enough nourishment, dehydrated, you partying, you late night, you doing all of these type of things that are in the industry that will pull out of you, that will suck out of you your life force. I wonder what was going on with Rich Homie Quan. He looked healthy in the last interview that he had. I wondered what was going on with him, because I felt like he had reached a new milestone. I mean, he wasn't in the forefront like he was. However, that doesn't mean that people don't be having those inner battles. And I want to talk to the youth about that too. And I also want to say this, those bad contracts. I wonder if he ever got everything right with them. or you know what I'm saying, or was he let out of his contracts and different things like that that led to it. Because a lot of these young brothers that be getting in this industry, they be wanting a shot, they be wanting to get out of these impoverished situations, and many of those people and those record execs can come in and actually take advantage of them. We've seen this in the record industry. If you've watched the movie Cadillac Records, we've seen this time and time and time again, where a lot of these young artists get taken advantage of. But at this point, I think there should be a step back, especially if we care about the culture. You know what I'm saying? If we really care about the culture in the music industry, we shouldn't allow these young brothers to have to churn out and basically exhaust themselves, exhaust their spirits or their souls in order to accomplish the things that they want to accomplish. You know, we always talk about, you know, being on top, but being on top and staying on the top in the music industry, you're only one hit away. You only one, I'm talking about one hit away from being a success, and then you can actually go into obscurity. You literally have to be almost like a robot sitting in front of that studio and being to be creative nonstop. We've seen Lil Wayne be a be a workaholic. We've seen Gucci Man a workaholic, but at the expense of your time, your energy, your spirit, the things that make you as a person, you exhaust it and you give to something that may not give back to you. And I think right now in the record industry, we see so many people stressing out and trying to turn themselves into robots to create hits. And I often wondered about that about Rich Homie. Because when Rich Homie was going out, he had those interviews where he talked about he was in the industry and how he was dealing with a whole bunch of stuff behind the scenes. And plus he had children. That was one of the most interesting things about him. You know what I'm saying? Being able to want to be a great father, being a great artist, being a great entrepreneur, being a great person to where he exhausts himself from so many areas. And I think a lot of times that pressure can come from everywhere. That pressure could come from your significant other. That pressure could come from your job, the record labels. This is what I talk about us being as men. We are not put on this earth to serve everybody else and then die. We have been put on earth with a purpose. And when I say a purpose, to find our destinies and then to be able to be in people's lives to share that with, that want to share theirs with us. That's the way it's supposed to be. And this young brother dying at the tender age of 34, that's a wake-up call to not only just us as a culture, but to all the rappers, all the R&B singers, all the people that's in the music industry, for us to be aware and to not let these record labels be the end all. Don't let these record labels be the end all and be all when it comes to our situations, especially if we're trying to get out of poverty. We should not have to give our souls to get out of poverty. We should be able to enjoy the fruits of our labor. We should be able to show our children a way of life and legacy. That's just me. My condolences to his family. My condolences to all the people that loved him. Rich Homie was a great artist and he was a great person. And I think he was coming into his own for him to rebrand himself, and his life was cut significantly short. They say allegedly an overdose. I don't know. But nonetheless, I really, my heart goes out to his family. My heart goes out to the people that really cared and respected him as an artist, in which I did. And watching him accomplish so much within the years that he was here was an amazing thing. And let that be a testimony to the young brothers out here. Man, handle your business, because you don't know how long you got on this earth. So take full advantage and make sure that the people that you are with understand that. That's an important thing, man. Shout out to Rich Homie, man, for real. I also want to say this too. As you become and you begin to evolve as a man, and I'm talking to the young brothers, as you become a man and you start to evolve, understand that even when you're climbing on the way to the top, there's going to be people that fall off. There are going to be people that would rather purposely sabotage your friendships just so that they don't have to be around. I want you to understand that for a second. A lot of these artists, when we seen the Jeezys of the world, the T.I.s of the world, the Rick Rosses of the world, the Jay-Z's, and countless others. The people that you started with may not also be the people that you end up with in the end. You got to understand, everybody does not have the mindset that you have. So you have to prepare yourself mentally. And it can lead to stress. It can lead to depression for the people that you love on your climb up may take from you, may steal your joy, may steal your money, may steal your ideas, may steal everything about you as a person when you're actually willing to give yourself, willing to give your knowledge, your energy, your personality, your character, all the things that make you you to want to see them build. Understand that you may not get nothing out of it and you may lose people. And I don't know what was on Rich Homie's mind and I don't know what was in his heart, but I can tell you the same people that he started with when he first came out with those hits are not the same people that are now who were with him in the end. That phone stops ringing when you become hot. People start wondering if you still got it. The people that you love, your significant other, is turning their back on you because they feel that you've reached your peak and you don't have anything else in you. We've seen this time and time again. But I'm here to tell you, change your thought process, change your circle, change your mind frame, change your diet, change all of those things that make you to transform into a better you. Those are the most important things. And when I talk about this record industry, it is a industry that will consume you, chew you up, spit you out, and eat you alive. There are so many brothers that are not happy that have been in the game over 10, 15 years, and they are not hot as once they were. But you have to understand that all good things must come to an end. And in that Rich Homie situation, there may have been people that were in his life that felt like he had reached his peak and there was nothing else that he could do after he's given so much of his time, given so much of his energy, given so much of his expertise, given so much of his knowledge. And they took off and they possibly landed where they needed to land and never looked back. And those are the depression and stresses that can be on a person. Even the people that you love and you sleep next to can be the very people that take and steal from you and cause the very stresses for you to find coping mechanisms. You can actually find people that'll do and create certain things in their lives to be beautiful tragedies and then come to you and suck the life out of you to cause those same coping mechanisms, whether it's drugs, whether it's alcohol, whether it's any type of substance abuse. It happens. And I want these young brothers to understand my heart goes out to his family. At the end of the day, I didn't want to see a young brother like that lifespan cut so short soon behind what? We don't know what it was. But there was obviously some things that he was fighting beyond the camera when he smiled. Make no mistake, there's a lot of people right now suffering on their way up, knowing that their mothers and fathers done turned their back. Husbands and wives done turned their back on each other. Just because of pure success. And success should not be a curse to the black family. Your success should not be a reflection of somebody else's failures. Your success should inspire, not expire friendships, not expire relationships, not expire marriage. And we've seen where a little bit of success has destroyed the very people. It has destroyed the very essence of people who wanted to give. Make no mistake, there's no black man on this goddamn planet that does not want to see success amongst his peers, sees success amongst his wife, sees success amongst his children, sees success amongst the people that he encounters on a daily basis. A lot of times we have winner's remorse, to where we become successful and then we start feeling bad of the successes and the sacrifices that we made, the hours, the energy that we put in, and then others can't make it the way that we make it. See, this podcast talk the real shit over here because those are the experiences that I've had. These are the experiences that I can show you first example because I've been through those same very things. I've had people that have had way more than me and do sucker shit. But the thing is, I had to step 2 steps to the side and keep on going, because it's a lot of hating people and it's a lot of hating individuals that know that they can smell and they can sense your success and to spend a lifetime trying to destroy it. Facts. So the next time, and I'm giving you game, the next time that you think about certain things, hey man, when you get in any type of industry that you're trying to be successful, you're gonna have to tend to be sometimes narcissistic. Sometimes you're gonna have to let people go. You're gonna have to grab hold of your success and let go of the failures that people are destined to become. At the end of the day, and I mean this, there are no shots fired, but I'm going to say this. You may have to sacrifice those that you love. And what I'm saying is, sometimes people can't see your bigger picture. Sometimes people can get caught up in their own feelings instead of respectfully letting you get to the bag. Sometimes it ain't a bag. Sometimes it could be an envelope. But you being able to put yourself in a position, meaning that you've done everything that you possibly could to put yourself in a position of success, people will tend to want to destroy it or want to get in the way of it, because they may feel that once you get to a higher standard, instead of them pushing you, you trying to pull them up, instead of them pushing you up, they may feel that they may no longer have access to you. There are a lot of people right now that are laying in bed and they are thinking about that other person's success, and they're thinking about how eventually they're going to leave. But if you know that person and they have the purest of heart and they have the purest of care and they have the purest of honesty within their spirit, you going to know that they're going to talk like this: us, we, our. Those words are important. Those key things are assurance to a person's heart and spirit. Those are the things that we're supposed to look at. And as we look at this situation with Rich Homie Quan, man, I'm hoping that everything is healed within his parents, healed within his children, and healed within those that loved him the most. Shout out to Rich Homie Quan, man, for real. Now, I want to talk about this Damon Dash and 50 Cent thing. This has been going the last day or so. Damon Dash and 50 Cent. Damon Dash dentures fell out while speaking on live, and the internet is having a field day. Why beef? Why now? Now, I want to talk about this situation because it's very interesting, because we all know Damon Dash. You've heard Damon Dash say we used to snap on each other and do certain things. Yes. Is Damon Dash arrogant? Of course he is. Is Damon Dash have that arrogance of being all that in a bag of chips? Yes, he carries that way. He carries that way because he had to hustle and fight for everything that he did. He had to go in these offices, and he couldn't have a quiet spirit. He had to have a forceful spirit and a forceful nation to get those contracts and to get those negotiations done. Now, however, since then, Dame and Jay has parted ways and what have you. And then there's people that have been coming out the woodworks to kick a man when he's down. Now, I'm not here to kick a man when he's down, because I feel like this situation is something that could be talked about, could be resolved. But one thing I know, two things I know for certain, is 50 Cent takes things personal. If you look at all the elite people that have been down in those certain situations, a lot of them have used those certain situations to push them even further, where they took things personal. Tom Brady, Michael Jordan, 50 Cent, Mike Tyson, to get an edge. He's always in competitive mode. 50 Cent is always in competitive mode. So, he doesn't let anything slide. Anything that you said, he always keeps it stored in his memory banks. Trust me. He's always been like that. He's going to forever be like that. And one of those things with this situation was was this thing. And I want to play this clip and I want y'all to tell me what y'all think. And also, if y'all want to get into the chat or whatnot, I'm putting the chat up. And I want to show this. If you want to be on tonight's broadcast, click this link to speak on the facts. It's in there, so you guys can go in there, check it out. It's there available. And, we rocking and rolling. Nonetheless, I want to bring this clip up, and y'all tell me what y'all think. Check it out.
How much money did he give you for that first deal?
I got $1 million.
Cash, add the taxes.
The only person that pointed out that $1 million was no money was Damon Dash, and he has no money now. I only felt that, because he said, there ain't no money. Like, after you get your watch, chain, and you look out for the homies, and you do this, then it's nothing. Right? And I was like, nigga, I'm from 134th Street. $1 million is a lot of money.
Right.
I think I hit the lotto.
Right.
How you gonna say there's no money? Like that, and I just never forgot that because of how I felt.
Was that the only offer you got? What any other labels offered you?
I met with everybody. I met with Clue, Desert Storm, all of them. It's because I wanted them to say they was doing the deal with me.
Now, that's what initially started the conversation. I don't know what any more in-depth particulars that were going over in that situation, but I know how Damon Dash was on The Breakfast Club, and he talked about ownership. That was one of the most influential interviews that I had ever seen, when he talked about his son owning the cookies and different things like that. Damon Dash has always had his hands in a lot of business endeavors. And shout out to Damon Dash, because Damon Dash showed me through the Rockefeller stages on how to hustle and how to get money and how to be doing different things and to dip your hand in different entrepreneurial opportunities. That was a real thing back then. See, I was a Rockefeller fan as well as a Rough Rider fan. But nonetheless, Damon Dash, when he was talking about being a cakeaholic, it actually inspired me back then. See, I always paid attention to those who had more than me, and I actually respectfully took those Jews, picked them up, and turned them into my type of situation for where I could take advantage and be able to dabble in my hands. Like now, responsible for that. And most times we don't have a lot of brothers to teach the youth on how to do certain things. Talking about balancing a record label, music label, then doing film, then getting into the clothing. Same thing here. I'm balancing 3 different careers: podcasting, going into the liquor and spirits industry, going into the other commerce as far as the longshoresman, like just carrying 3 different things at one time. That entrepreneurial spirit was born through Damon Dash, because you didn't have CEOs talking the way that he talked. You know what I'm saying? That came in the later effects in the 2000s. You didn't start seeing other people talking about certain things like this until Damon Dash started coming to the forefront. So I have to give him his respect and I have to give him his props. However, 50 Cent, you know what I'm saying, took it at a personal. And, Dame can be with his wordplay a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't take that well. You know what I'm saying? Especially me knowing the nature of certain boroughs. Queens don't take that kind, especially with the way that Harlem dudes move. And, Harlem dudes, they like to snap. They like to, you know what I'm saying? They like to jive with you and back and forth. They do that all day long. But a lot of times from different boroughs, they didn't play it like that. And I'm seeing that, as you can see now, it resonated with 50 Cent at this point. But then here's the part of where I wanted to show. This part is where everybody is actually jumping on a bandwagon edition. Check it out.
I want to see if you're the real deal. Just see if I'm the real deal. You know what I'm saying? Man, hold on. Listen. Oh, God. Here, talk to him for a second.
What?
Just for a second.
What are you about to do?
Now, I want to say this. Now, most times he wanted to respond immediately about what he said. Now, I feel like that this situation is going to be turned into a media frenzy, especially after the whole, you know what I'm saying, T fallout thing. Like I say, I don't believe in kicking a person while he's down because Damon Dash has gave so much game and so has 50 Cent. Honestly, think about this for a second. 50 Cent wanted to be in that same position as Rockefeller. Rockefeller has always been his competition. As you've heard Jay say it, you've heard Memphis Bleak say it, you've heard all of these people say these type of things and being in that competitive nature. And we all know rap is a competitive sport. Don't get me wrong. But at the end of the day, and I'm just being real, there would be no 50 Cent if it wasn't for the Master P's, the Damon Dashes, you know what I'm saying, the Birdmans of the game. Now, how they treated the game, I don't know. Everybody's had their personal experiences. But nonetheless, I learned a lot from Dame. I learned a lot from 50. Can this be resolved? I want to ask that question. Can this be resolved? I believe that it can be resolved. I feel like they can have a conversation. And I feel like that it unnecessarily is went to a place that where they could have had a sound conversation. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? Two black brothers who have made millions of dollars. Yes, to air it out in the front of the world to see it. You already know what this process goes. Yes, the media places are thriving from that incident with Dame. People are sound biting and sound clicking and getting information and clicks and views off of what 50 Cent said. But there has really never been no real beef. There's really just been a competitive edge amongst two brothers. One is a rapper, one is not a rapper. One was a former CEO, which he was a co-owner, and he did a damn good job. We're talking about what 400 million in Rockawell clothing, over hundreds of millions of dollars sold in the record and music industry. And here's the thing that they don't give props to. One of the things I have to give Dame his props for is when I paid attention to where he wanted to make everybody bosses. And that always stuck with me. He said it should not be one boss in the crew. Everybody should be bosses. And that's exactly what he tried to do as far as building that Rockefeller brand. When he brought all those different artists, Noriega, you know what I'm saying? Twister, Kanye, and countless others that no other record labels believed in. Nobody. And I want to say this too, and I'm going to bring up my boy definitely on the scene. But I got to say this. All of those people are responsible. Kevin Hart, and the list goes on. Damon Dash got them dudes there. And he believed in them when nobody else believed in him. So you can't never, ever take that away from him. And guess what? At the end of the day, he was somebody that you can learn from. Minus this situation and this whatever you want to call it, the dude is a solid dude.
Oh, where we at with it?
I'm bringing you on up. I'm finna bring you on up, man. Hold on 1 second.
Where we at with it?
We here, man. We here. We back at it once again, man. Shout out to you, man. You already know what time it is. You already know we in the building. Shout out to Timbo.
Oh yeah.
We talking Damon Dash, dentures fell out, the whole beef back and forth with 50 Cent, man. Why beef and why now at this point?
You know, boys have a real hate for the pioneers, man. Like, they ain't walk so you can run, man. There will literally be no G Unit, no G Unit films, none of this, man, without the Dame Dash. And you know what messed me up the most about it is that, he talking in code, hey man, I owe 8 million in taxes, hey, whatever. We know like the Jay-Z's of the world, 50 man, y'all wipe y'all ass with it. It's like, man, y'all see him on his downside, ain't nobody trying to swoop in, like, hey, look at it. Even Kanye and literally said, man, I owe my whole career to Dame Dash, right? Because Jay-Z only looked at him as a producer. Only wanted beats from him, like, hey man, I ain't mess with him on a rap blast. Bam gave you a shot, put you in the game. And it's like, how this man owe 8 million in taxes. I understand everybody gotta carry their own cross, but it's like, come on, man. Like, come on.
I think with so much of the competitiveness and the egos that are driven in the rap game, I feel like honestly, I feel like it could be two possible things. Somebody then either blackballed him, you know what I'm saying, and then put in that call, or it could be just the fact that people love to kick people when they down, and I think that's where we are in our society. We don't lift each other up, especially him being a pioneer in the game. I feel like as far as the relationship that they had business wise, right? Them coming together with the Rockefeller, what was it? The Rockefeller Cash Money Rough Rider tour. Like
Yeah.
they should be able to, hey man, I got your back in business. Hey man, you know what I'm saying? As far as from brother to brother, because that nepotism that we talk about never gets adapted, especially with the elite, especially the elite black men that are in the top 1%ers. You know what I'm saying? And that's a grave concern to me.
Right.
I think I think that's
What's
where we are.
what's the solution though?
Honestly, it takes a person to put their ego down. And when I say to do something for somebody without it being glorified, like look what I did for this person, I think that's where we could actually come together. I think what somebody just taking the time and saying, you know what, F it, I'm just gonna do it and just get it done and go from there. I think sometimes that can offset some things. Sometimes you can be the bigger you can be the bigger person by doing something that nobody would ever dream of and being that impactful.
Right. But like I just I just don't get it though, because a guy with like Dame, like with his with his mind or whatever, right?
Hmm.
Like why wouldn't the 50 cents of the world like embrace that and say, hey man, look, let me put you in on these. Like man, do you know like we got one of the greatest hood movies of all time. It came from Dame. Well, two of them. We got Pay the Fool and we got Stay Proper. I love
Oh
all three.
man,
You know what I'm saying? Which trickles down to the killer season and all that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, man, that's who we gonna hold our nuts on, right? Like, like these guys. Like that's and look, when 50 clearly, and what I see now, even watching the $1 million worth of game podcast, right?
hmm,
Shout out to 50. I'm gonna watch Power tonight. 50 comprehensive skills. Now, it's a lot of things maybe he can comprehend, but
hmm.
he's so arrogant that there's a lot of stuff he don't catch. But it's like, 'cause even the cracking the jokes about Ross cutting his own yard, it's like, what's funny about that? Ross went about the most expensive tractors. Hey, I'm gonna take care of my lawn. Can't nobody take care of this lawn like I can. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But let's go past that. Damon Dash wasn't saying like, "Oh, $1 million ain't no money." Oh, he was saying that it's not no money to me. I owe 8 million in tax. If you gave Dame $1 million right now, he owes 8 million in taxes. You ain't even took out a quarter of what he need to get out of debt. You see what I'm saying? Like he said
Hmm.
no. He said no. I need to hit me a 16 to $100 million lick. That's what he's saying. He's not saying in general, oh, $1 million can't go change somebody's life. Oh, it can't. And it's like people just they heard one sound bite and they took it and ran with it. Like, oh, Dame said $1 million ain't no money. And he's saying in his case, $1 million is not going to move a mountain for him. Oh, okay, Rob, you owe $8 million. Okay, let me give you $1 million. Okay, guess what, Rob? You owe 7 more million, man.
Come on, man. Come on, dog. Let's just be real about it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like it's like it's going all the way over their heads, and it's because people want to just focus on one thing.
You.
Like in the comment section, Rob, I'm gonna let you say what you about to say, but look, it fucked me up because, all right, you know how we talk about generational wealth.
Hmm.
Somebody in the comment who looked like us put like, man, this dude always broke. He the real definition of generational debt, not generational wealth, generational debt. And it's like, man, like boys really don't get it.
You know what's so funny? It actually it does us a disservice And the reason why we'll never, if what we could do as far as nepotism, is when we look at that situation with him beefing, right? The same thing goes on in the black home. You know what I'm saying? As far as if you have somebody in a different tax bracket that is understanding going shaping the landscape of going upward, right? A lot of times the person that's your significant other don't understand what it takes to scale upward. They don't have the mathematical skills. They don't have the, you know what I'm saying, the sacrifice and mindset to want to know, have the thirst of knowledge to know. And I think at that time when you're hungry and your stomach is touching, you don't receive it the way that you're supposed to receive it. Think about, and I thought about this too, because when I was in a certain tax bracket, all I knew was this, and that. But then when you started going into another tax bracket and start understanding different things and different people, and they started showing me different things, then I became, my antennas went up. Now everybody antennas don't go up like that. Like some people want to just learn whatever they can learn on the fly, or try to take whatever that you little bit that you give it and turn it to their own instead of grasping the whole thing. Just like with that iron sharpens iron conversations that we have all the time, there's never no room for us to not learn anything. So we're supposed to be learning. And I think when at that time he took that wrong. And I think that's where it's an unnecessary thing. And I felt like 50 can always go call somebody up if he had a problem with them.
Yeah, it's like like you say, you learn different things. You learn different lingos. You learn different terminologies. You learn different ideologies. Like you learn, you learn so much. So even learning what's cap. You know, like when Jay Z talk about cap, he not talking about capping, right?
Not at all.
He's talking about meaning what's one way. You know what I'm saying? Versus understanding like the whole spectrum of what's going on in the building. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So at what point, at what point, at what point do you see like, hey man, look, let's expand our horizon. Yeah, we stuck in time, man. Not only are we stuck in time, man, we behind time. Like what's gonna get us to that next level? You see what I'm saying? And then like they ain't even said it today. They ain't said, man, look, I went through it, so you don't have to, right?
Mm-hmm.
But who gonna actually go sit at the table with him and say, "Dang, look, give me everything you know." Man, this man built the business mogul that we see that is Jay Z, but he's never gonna get that credit.
And that's bad.
Never, never gonna get that credit, man. Like, man, that man, that kind of shit hurt, man. Cause it be like, damn, like I built so many look, like man, I'm telling you, dog, listen. My heart really goes out to two niggas in the industry, dog. Them two niggas is Damon Dash and Benzino, right?
Mm-hmm.
Benzino is the butt of the joke all the way across the board right now, right?
Right.
But man, this nigga put hip hop on the map. And look, when I say this, somebody go, "Oh man, what are you talking about?" Hey man, the Source magazine having 5 mics meant something way before 106 and Park, bro.
That was our Bible.
Bro, listen, the Source Awards, nigga, dog, some of the most influential, dog, listen, shit that ever happened in hip hop history took place through the Source. You remember Biggie on the cover, like, 5 mics. When Outkast won Best New Artist, that was
Yep.
at the Source Awards, and you remember they got booed.
Yep.
Andre 3000 got on the mic and said, "Hey man, look, the South got something to say, man." Shoot, when he got on stage, oh, you don't want your producer dancing all in the videos. You know what I'm saying? When Snoop grabbed the mic, oh, what? The East Coast ain't got love for the West Coast. Y'all don't love Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg. Like, man, Benzino said, man, I watched this interview. It's funny because me and people, we at the shop, we watching the shit, right? And Big Boy think of Benzino capping about everything he's saying. Benzino was like, man, it was a point in time he was getting more money than Jay-Z and Diddy, right? And it sounds crazy now because, you know, these niggas billionaires, right? But he was talking about in a moment in time, and Big Boy like, man, that nigga crazy. Man, that nigga, I'm like, dog, you don't understand how big, not him as an artist, how big his platform was. He said, man, they was making like $1 million a month in the 90s. Like that's big money, you know what I'm saying? And no matter of fact, it was $2 million a month just off the magazine, like out the trunk, however he was selling it, right? And he was breaking that down, and he talked about Kevin Hart because I know you just mentioned Kevin Hart a minute ago. He said, man, he put Kevin Hart in position, put him in rooms. He said, man, Kevin Hart walks right past him right now, like he don't even know that nigga, man.
Man, that's crazy, dog.
Like, come on, dog. Like, that's some whole ass shit. That's what it is. Niggas ain't getting caught out on whole ass shit. It's whole ass shit. It ain't crazy. It ain't none of that. That's whole ass shit, man. I
And
understand Beans them ain't got no money. You know what I'm saying? But Ye, Jay-Z, all that, and I understand. Maybe they have looked out for him in the past, and they like, hey man, we ain't finna just keep on just throwing the nigga some money. But man, dog, like seeing him go out bad makes the whole Rockefeller flag go out bad. So you should look out on the strength of, hey, let's keep this shit afloat, man. Cause this who we started out with. These the guys.
it, you know, what's so funny? When I look at the situation between Jay and Biggs, and I see Biggs over there with Jay, and I'm like, how can you leave your man out there like that? Like, you literally took everything that Damon Dash and used everybody and here's the funny part, right? Some of these people were dishonest. That's why Dame fired him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then you go and you bring them over to the same very spot of what it just is mind-boggling to me. But then that lets me know that that's just industry. You know what I'm saying? That's just industry. See, that's why I like when Gucci Man said, he said it all. He said half these dudes is fake. All of them phony. I don't even want to be around them. You know what I'm saying? Because look, we can see the primary example right now between Drake and Kendrick Lamar, right?
Mm-hmm.
All the people that thought that they was going to run to Drake's rescue, he found out that they wasn't really his friends.
Yeah, they left him on stuff. And the cold part, a lot of them been waiting on his downfall. Like, oh yeah, this is what we were waiting on anyway. You see, to the point where Drake said he leaked out false information just to see who around him was telling shit.
Yeah.
He made up the story about having a secret daughter. Now I need to see who around me right now. And I promise you, it's days Jay-Z sit around and be like, damn man, like, damn, you know, I ain't even got my day one with me. Like, you know, you're around all these vultures. It don't matter how cool you act with them, man. You're around nothing but a different ethnicity now. You ain't got no real ones around you. When you walk out the room, they talk about that nappy headed nigga with the dreads. Like, man, when he gonna cut that shit off? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you ain't got no real one in your corner, and you letting him watching your man starve. It just like when Ross said that when he was talking about who was he talking to? He like, man, you
Birdman.
Birdman. He like, man, you let that nigga starve. You know what I'm saying? It did wrong. This the killer part. You get a man his card when you get inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Oh, I could have did this without Damon Dash. But it's like, hey, why you didn't have him now? Why you didn't fly him out there? Why you ain't, you see what I'm saying? It's like, and you could tell, honestly, even though Jay in a good position from what we see, but his whole demeanor has changed from, because I was listening to old Jay-Z earlier, like how he rapped, all that, like he was a whole different nigga. But you could tell, like, they not the same without each other.
I heard real Choke No Joke talk about that, who used to film a lot of Damon Dash's daily comings and goings, and he said that that it's funny that all of the dudes that at Rockefeller, if these were your guys that put their lives on the line, especially when the Rockefellers had beef with Rough Rider, with D Block. He said when Beanie Siegel, you know what I'm saying, and all of these dudes who thought of you as family, and even Beanie Siegel said it himself, I felt like I was family. You feel robbed. You feel robbed because you put in your blood, sweat, and tears to put the bricks over there. You know what I'm saying? Like when he didn't have a lot of New York dudes up there, he had dudes from Philly up there holding it down. I felt like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Beanie Siegel, your right hand, made sure he held Kanye West down, made sure that all of these people were straight and good. Because here's the thing, and I just thought about it. The whole chess moves. You was the kings and you was using them as pawns.
Yeah.
You used their street credibility to build up your persona of who you are. But we all know, and let's just be honest, when that dude called the phone, what's his name? E Money Bags, when he had a rapper up there named H Money Bags, and he put in that phone call, you know what I'm saying? He was like, this nigga was stealing his name. You still had people that was street to cover you and to protect you to make sure nothing happened to you. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? And we talking about E Money Bags that used to run around in Queens who was known, you know what I'm saying? You got to be careful, bro, because I feel like one day it's going to come back to bite you. And it just isn't its time yet, but its time is eventually going to come. That's
And
just
it's
me.
like look, like see, like we don't even look at Bleak like that. Yeah, you got Bleak around you, but man, that ain't Dame, dog. That ain't Dame, man. Dame would have took a bullet for you, dog.
And then you talk about the backdoor meetings that they was having at Def Jam, that they was trying to steal him away, and he was like, and he was in his mind that we Rockefeller forever, and then
Right.
yeah,
We ain't doing no other nothing. There ain't no
yeah.
Rock Nation. There ain't no Def Jam. It ain't no none of that. Like, hey, it's us. And man, that's why a lot of times, we don't even want to because we feel like man, we brothers and we all on the same page, man. Sometimes you gotta do a temperature check. And that's what it was. He didn't check Jay temperature. He felt like, okay, at the end of the day, if everybody around us is expendable, I'm the one person that's not expendable.
The biggest heartbreak is realizing that your friendship was only valued for a moment and not for a lifetime. And I
Bro,
think
that's
that's what Jay, you know what I'm saying, and Damon Dash, he valued his friendship forever. And while Jay, his friendship on that Rockefeller expired the moment that they parted ways.
right. And then look, check it. Christmas, stuff like that, right? Jay-Z invite his quote unquote friends, the ones he's got now, right? They over, whatever, and it's cool. Like when the kids, because he ain't just got Blue Ivy, he got the twins, and whatever. So these guys want to tell you certain stories, so you can, oh yeah, your dad, man, what the woo, like, man, they can't get busy. Like Dame can tell you, hey, man, say, well, let me tell you why you act like that, man. Me and your dad, you know what I'm saying? It's like them stories is what shape and mold us. See, like all the stories my daddy was scared to tell me about, he didn't tell me. It was the ones that was real close with him that grew up around him. Like I might get in trouble or something, right? And
Mhm.
then they'll pull me to the side and be like, man, I don't even know why your dad acting like that. Cause say, well, he was just like this. He was boo boo. You know what I'm saying? It kind of made you understand yourself because you'll be doubting yourself like, man, why I'm like this, man? Why I be, with the woo? My dad be acting like, riding on me real hard about this and this. Whole time, hey man, you was the same one, man. Come on, dog. Like you be needing it. You need somebody to kind of be able to tell you, hey, bro, let me tell you something, bro. Watch. Don't say nothing, but yeah. That's why you like all them guys like that, man. Your daddy was a player, man. Because you only seeing married daddy, you don't know about it. They ain't could really put you in the paint. Like, hey, look, hold on. Come on, niece. Let me tell you about something. You know what I'm saying?
And
It's
straight
like,
raw with it.
right, and I know that's missing out of his life. You see what I'm saying? Because I honestly feel like Bleak is a yes man. In comparison to Dame, gonna be like, hey, nah, bro, come on, nah, hold on, wait a minute. Who is this? Hey, nah, get them out of here. That's his personality. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, nah, hold on, whoa, that ain't right. Tighten it up. Like, nah, we ain't doing that one. You know what I'm saying? Versus Bleak, just, hey, look, hey, look, I'm along for the ride.
And you know what's so crazy is you could see he wanted to expand his operations. I think that's where it with the whole veto thing with Cam, like he had state property over there, he had Dipset over there, and then here's the kicker part about it. When Dipset came over there and started kicking down doors, they still was like state property. We gonna do things with y'all. Jim Jones was actually orchestrating, creating videos for state property. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of that hustle and drive of when he brought Jim Jones and Dipset over there, they was extending an olive branch to them. You know what I'm saying? And you can only see how he treated Cam when he thought he was doing him a favor by doing that song, and Cam erased it. He was like, "Bro, we came because we a fam." Everybody had that mindset. When MOP came over there, all the artists that they had, they came over there with that family mindset. You help me out, I help you out. Okay, well, let's jump on the song together. Petey, one for Petey Crack. We'll do a remix to the song to blow it up. We got notoriety in the game. We knew it up and coming. Come on, let's do this together. And I don't think it reached its full potential because due to the fact that I think Jay was on the outs once the diplomats got there. And then also the huge factor contributed to that was when he wanted to become a businessman, but he didn't want to have that Damon Dash aura around him. That's what I think.
Yeah. Look, check this out. It's the equivalent of Shannon Sharp on First Take. Yeah, it's cool. He was Stephen A. All right, whatever. Hey, but man, I promise it does not hit the same like him and Skip, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
come on, Skip.
Yeah, like, man, them boys had me rolling. I feel like I could wish that is the First Take. I see it if I see it. Because you could tell Stephen A. still want to be the front man. You know what I'm saying? Over there, Skip and Shannon, like, man, they bounced off each other so good. And I know Shannon deep down, Shannon, I ain't gonna him and Ocho, like how they do how we do. Him and Ocho, they got a damn good situation. But I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Him and Skip was the best thing going.
Man, absolutely, dog. I gotta give them their props, man.
Yeah. To the point now, Skip can't even get high no more, man. They the blackball Skip, man. I get it, but you know, it just. I really hate to see good duos and shit like that break because, like, mind you, I understand Beyonce, I understand Michael Jackson, you know what I'm saying? But it was like, man, all right, Jackson, Mike, that was your brothers and sisters. I know you got to stand out, Janet survived, whatever. But it's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? All right, Beyonce, you broke off from Destiny's Child, you did all right, but everybody else suffered. Kelly Rowland had a decent career, but.
Yeah.
Nah, you know what I'm saying? And then it's like all the white groups, they stand the test of time. The Beatles didn't get out here and go dib and dab. The Temptations, we get 2 sets of Temptations. You know, somebody wanted to go solo. It's like, man, it's like the Rolling Stones still on tour to this day. You know what I'm saying? It's like we the only ones that do this. In sync back together right now.
You know, remember that saying? It's not an ego.
It's how we go.
We go, man. Come on, fam.
It's like, man, when do we start feeling like we bigger than the movie? As cold as David Ruffin was, and I promise you, on the movie, he was the funniest part of the movie, but dog, like, y'all boys was cold together. Everybody got to know their roles. Yes, Akeem Olajuwon led the Rockets to a championship, but we not gonna act like Kenny Smith and Sam Cassell and Mario Elliott and all these dudes ain't hit key shots, you know, to seal the deal.
Come on, man. Because if it wasn't for them, they'd be yelling 1, 2, 3 Cancun.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, man.
Nicole just joined the show. What you say, Nicole? There you go.
Oh man, come on, man.
Whenever it's love, chaos, you gotta even see.
Now I want to talk about this, man. Shout out to Damon Dash. Listen, shout out to. I hope they get that. I hope they resolve that, man. I hope they get that together, man. Shout out to them. But I want to I wanted to ask this question though, man, and I feel like this is the question that needs to be talked about. To be or not to be gangster is the question. Why are so many people like YSL Woody and Ralo glorified while people like Bobby Shmurda, Lil Kim, and countless others get overlooked for being silent? Is there such thing as being too gangster for your own good?
Yeah. All right. You know what, Rob, you got an outside line.
Uh, I do.
Call Black, man.
Let me call him.
Right now. Get him on. Before that Casamigos, we need him to answer some questions.
Come on, man. Let's do it. Let's do it. We finna bring my boy back on the line. We gonna get him going.
What's up, bro?
What's going on, man? We on the line right now. We talking.
Hey, tell him I'm on too. Tell him I'm on
What's
too.
going on?
Black Tim is on and everybody's on, man. We got to get down to the nitty gritty.
What's happening?
We talking about it. To be or not to be too gangster is the question. Why are people like YSL Woody and Ralo glorified while people like Bobby Shmurda, Lil Kim, and others are overlooked for being silent? Is there such a thing as being too gangster for your own good?
Uh, it's a moment to moment deal because the situations make them like who they are. Like if the laws pull you over, you gonna snitch, or will you be gangster to protect your family? It's just situations make who you are. Cause like tonight, I was going to the liquor store, and I know I ain't no pussy by a long shot. I mean, excuse me, like I don't want to curse, but I'm a man before I'm anything. But when I seen them three dudes walking there with them 30s, I say, nah, it ain't time for me to be the gangster right now. I got up out of there. I ain't gonna lie to you. I seen it. You know what I'm saying? I saw it, man.
Look. Soon as that nigga hit that.
Hold on. Get black to repeat that one more time.
Just you gotta know when to hold them and fold them. You know, people think you gotta hold your hand.
Get black to repeat that one more time, bro.
Man, what you said? You seen him with the what?
I seen them with the 30, and all three of them had. I ain't gonna say they had it on their mind, but whatever they had it with them. I can tell you that.
So it was one of them.
Yeah, man, I'm trying to live to see. I still have gray hair, man. I know them shells, man, can put you in a wheelchair, rearrange you. What you call them people with the Special Olympics? What do you call them people?
Yo, man, shout out to them, man. Listen, all the handicapped.
Oh, yeah. No hate to them, but I don't want to play in the Olympics, man.
Listen, but I'm gonna be honest with you, bro, and this is what I don't like. Okay, and I'm saying about being these people, and as bad as I hate to say it, the person that snitched on Fred Hampton, right? The guy that's if you ever seen the movie Black Messiah, he was still in the car, and then he ended up working for the FBI and getting him knocked off. You know what I'm saying? He got shot and killed. When I think of snitches, I think of people like that are bitch ass niggas that want to save their own skin. And guess what? You'll get somebody else killed in the process to save your own skin. I hate people like that, bro. I hate motherfuckers like that, bro.
That's why I say it's just situations, bro. Situations make circumstances. And circumstances can really put people in messed up situations. Like if you hungry or if you gotta go to the restroom, some niggas go to the porta potty. And I want you to follow me when I'm saying this. Some people only do what they can do at that particular time, bro. Even if they create the problem. That's like when people buy cars, they don't know if they're gonna get a repo.
in their mind, they thinking that they really gonna head off. So, it's just case by case basis, man. And you gotta, every day is, like I tell y'all over and over and over. Monday is not Tuesday, Tuesday is not Wednesday, and Wednesday is not Thursday, and Thursday is not Friday. But people get the moments, and they think they want to relive them over and over and over, just like a crackhead.
Speaking of reliving moments, when I see people like Rayful Edmonds talking about "I'm back," it makes me want to say this.
Well, he only saying he back from when he left. You know what I'm saying? He's not saying he's back to get in the game. Because why tell the laws that you gonna do something else dumb?
But
you know what I'm saying?
But the arrogance and the smile. See, the first thing I think you should be saying is, "Hey, youth, do not become like me. Hey, man, do something different."
Lame. That's lame, bro. Don't nobody. How many likes do people get for saying you're supposed to do the right thing? Let's just be real. How many likes do you think people do when you say let's do the right thing?
But don't be a slithering snake about it. Like, but my thing is,
that's just unwritten rules that people go by. That's all. It ain't got nothing to do with you. It's just unwritten rules. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say now it's case by case basis, bro. Because if everybody was on one accord, the only people that, I'm gonna be real with you, the only people that's only on one accord are gang members, and I mean by that is politics.
And
the organization is only on the same accord. When you're a man by yourself, you're not gonna move like fathers. They don't hang together. Baby mamas do. Women do. Man, fathers don't hang together like that. You'll get a girl's night out faster than you get a boy's night out.
But even in the cases like this type of situation where YSL Woody became famous off of being a fucking rat. You know what I'm saying? And then people like Ralo talking about, "Hey man, you justifying what you saying by saying you making it look juicy." What the fuck does that mean, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? We know that the basis of is you not supposed to say a motherfucking thing in court at all. You're supposed to ride your time and supposed to not say not one thing. But we keep moving the goalposts, so therefore the youngsters are only going by us moving the goalposts by saying, "Look, I already know I'm going to jail, but fuck it, I'm gonna tell on you before you tell on me anyway, because I know you gonna tell on me, and it shouldn't be like that. Because I'm gonna tell you like this."
And that's why I say it's go by case basis. Because you'll say what you do right now, rob the fraud, but you wouldn't do it. This is like people say, "Oh, my kids wouldn't do that." But if your kids in that situation, you want somebody to understand it. That's why I don't get caught up in when people talk. What we doing now is shedding light on how we feel about certain situations. But if you ever go talk to people on a daily basis, they would tell you what they would not do, but they do what they say they're going to do when it comes in front of them. So you just, like the pastor, he talking about what he ain't doing, and the girl bust through the church talking about she pregnant. So it's just, I don't know, man. It's a slippery slope of what's real and what makes sense.
Well, I don't give a damn what they say. That baby ain't mine.
But let me ask you this: at the end of the day, do you think people will talk about your porch and their car is up for 3 months back repo hiding in the garage?
Oh, once they find out the truth, of course they gonna talk about it.
Okay, so that's why I call them campfire ass niggas, because they just sit around and talk about a bunch of bullshit that don't make no sense. And I like podcasters. I like everybody to speak and bring light to what's really going on. But if we gonna do that, let's just get to the bottom of it all. Thanks. You know what I'm saying? And the bottom of it all is everybody ain't gonna make it. Everybody ain't gonna make straight A's. Everybody gonna go through the door. And like I told my son there, excuse me for yours, I told my people now, you got some people ain't gonna even make it to 2025. Look at Rich Homie. You know what I'm saying? And some people that's in the drug ain't gonna snitch and ain't gonna make it either. So it's just survival of the fittest, because everybody running, hoping that they get to their destination before some fucked up situations happen. that put stupid people in stupid situations, because how you felt. And then you got to make people understand, because everybody love a comeback story. People don't like these kind of conversations me and you having right now. I'm telling you.
But I like these conversations because it weeds out the phony and the fake. You know
Oh
what
yeah,
I'm
the
saying?
real gonna stay real and the fake gonna fade away. You know what niggas do all day? They freestyle. They don't live life as it's supposed to be, as it be written and it shall be done. They freestyle. They wake up every morning figuring their way out, taking the scenic route, every Backstreet Marine. They
Every
never
day.
gonna face it head on, bro. That's just what they gonna do.
Yeah.
And I ask why all the time, because it's a situation. Why get you to where you at now? Why you doing a podcast? Because you're trying to enlighten people of what's going on. People don't say you don't supposed to ask it, but I do, because why about 18 with them? Why you doing a podcast? Why Tim got barbershops? Why people trying to grow? Why people doing this? People don't get up and do shit for a reason. You eat fruit because it's healthy. You know what I'm saying? You take care of your kids because you're supposed to. That's why. It's a why. Everything has a reason. And what the women, they get mad because you walked in late, but ain't washed the dishes. But you see what I'm saying? It's just, how you gonna get mad at me and the dishes ain't washed?
How you gonna get late? How you gonna be mad at me because I'm working late and I'm trying to take care of my business and I'm out here trying to, you know what I'm saying, scramble?
You literally mad at me and this dishes in the sink, piss on the toilet, and you mad at me because I'm working to try to keep the piss in the toilet by paying the rent. Ooh, Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus. Because if I keep paying the rent, you ain't gonna do nothing, keep piss there.
Straight up.
That's how it goes.
Now,
it's always a method.
But you know what? I expect these type of people that know that they done this foul shit to come out and at least, hey man, choose a better way. Don't end up like me. Don't be me. Be better than me. And
no. See, they only gonna relate to you when it happens. If you never say nothing, a person ain't gonna never tell you shit. They only can relate to it is when you do. That's why my kinfolk always told me, if you do what they do, you get their results. You do what you do, you get your results.
That's the whole thing. And but see, it disturbs me because I feel like at the end of the day, you're gonna try to infiltrate and weasel your way back in to the realness. And I feel like once that happens, you can't bring your goofy ass back over here. Go sit your goofy ass in the corner and be the person that that you've always been, a ratatouille ass nigga, man.
Okay, well let me ask you this. I can name this. Do the club has more people than the church? Who get drove past the most, the club or the church?
Of course, the church.
Man, yeah. No, nobody want to listen to writers boring. You can't. If I big you up, bro, they're gonna say I'm dick riding. Black people just don't got it in us to uplift.
I think. What you think, Tim? I mean, do you feel like I mean, to me, it, like I say, these people have really come home and taken off like a bat out of hell, while the other ones that have maintained the realness, they get pushed to the side, man.
You know, like I told Black, I don't know if he can hear me right now, but I told Black, I said, man, look, right now, the fish can fly.
Tim online?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, he's online.
Right now, the fish can fly and the birds can swim. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I can't hear.
Hold on. Let me see if I can get him on here.
Yeah, turn me up, man.
Hold on. Let me see if I can get you on here. Now, so repeat what you said.
I said the fish can fly and the birds can swim, man. It just gotta not make sense, man.
Is where we at.
That's all it is too.
It gotta not make sense.
Oh, so Tim can hear me because I can't hear him.
No, tell him he on speakerphone through the phone and I'm on the app.
He on the app, but you on the speakerphone. Now, if you want to, you can get on YouTube. That link.
So can he hear me?
Yeah. Tell him I can hear him.
He can hear you.
Oh, so he heard everything I said.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell him I can get on three right with him.
Go on YouTube.
I was just joining.
You know what, Rob?
I gotta get up and be boring at 5 in the morning.
Hey, check this out.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying I'm gonna go turn.
Hey, Rob,
hold on. He finna get ready to put you on three-way.
Hold on, Rob. I'm finna exit. Everybody finna see how we talk in the mornings. Iron sharpen iron. I'm finna call.
Iron sharpen iron conversation coming right now, live and direct. Oh, you getting this first. This is how we talk. We don't change up nothing. This is exactly how we do every day.
Oh, yeah. We finna take them to another round now.
Come on.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Have you heard everything I said? Yeah, I heard you say in the stone. Yeah. Hey, Black. That's where we at, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Black, had you did anything different, we've been watching Channel 2 tonight. They slamming the people back, those moving the man, coach, rough. Oh, hell nah. Oh, bitch, we turning up tonight. Yeah, oh, fuck that bitch and this and that. I was like, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Do y'all thing, man. I'm dapping everybody else on my way out the door. Oh, man. I just told Ron, man, in 2024, the fish can fly and the birds can swim, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And every day is a brand new day. Every day. Hey, you can ask a nigga what the date is, what the time is, what today is. A nigga gonna tell you he don't know. You just gotta understand it. Hey, but guess what? They line is? Oh, I got time today. They don't know nothing. They don't know what day it is. They just know they got time.
People all day want to waste time doing dumb shit and then blame you for the dumb choices that they make, bro. That's all day. That's every day. That's all day. They would rather find something completely that has nothing to do with their life, get fucked up in it, and then come to you and then be mad at you because they made the dumbass decision. That's where we at, man.
I just hate when people want you to understand them and don't understand you. Like I was telling Rob earlier, Tim, I say, how many people drive past the church and go to the club daily? Yeah, because negativity gonna attract more than positivity every day, all day.
Absolutely. When you're in a positive light, in a positive situation, people have this tendency to bring the negative to you, bro. It don't matter what kind.
Rob, you can call 10 people you know today and say, hey, man, I just got a promotion. Hey, man, they going to say, hey, man, congratulations. Hey, Rob, I got the meat on the pitch. Let me call you back. Hey, Rob, let me tell these kids we come and call right back. Call them and say, hey, man, I just called my girl to see. Nigga, they going to forget the meat on the pitch. They going to forget whatever. Hey, hold on. Hey, everybody going to sign for it. Now, what happened? Like, people love niggas. They drawn to it, dog. Hello, Nicole, y'all. Nicole just tapped into the show.
No, y'all be so single-minded. It could be because of that.
Single-minded?
It could also be because, I'm just saying, you have to look at other points of view. Single-minded being not just only understanding life from your point of view. When you understand life from different people's point of view, then you could say, well, damn, maybe that's not why. Maybe they gonna listen because I'm going through something. And I need support right now. If your life going great, you don't need support. You good? I'm tending to my stuff. I ain't gonna take the time of my life to tend to you. But if it's like I know you going through something, you got something going on. Hold on, let me put this on pause. What I got going on to tend to my friends.
But hold on. I gotta say this. Most people would rather fail doing it their way than to listen to somebody else and get it right done the first time.
I think it's rather than you know, when you know when you got to put some time I think that's what most people do. Like when people, shit, you're doing grand, what's the conversation? It ain't what's the conversation, but it's like I don't have to be a supportive thing. They're supportive for you. You know what I'm saying?
And I don't know. I want my friends to support me when I'm doing good, like when I'm doing bad, though.
Exactly.
It's a difference though. Because when you're doing good, you're feeling good about yourself, so you naturally don't need other people around you telling you, "Oh, you're doing good, you're doing great, man, you're doing that." It helps you feel better. But if they don't, you still good. When you down and doing bad, people telling you, "Man, shit gonna turn around, you good." That stuff gonna pump you up to make you feel better. If you don't have nobody telling you that, you gonna feel more like shit than if you did have those people telling you like that. So I think that's part of it.
No, I think what men live is in the you're gonna have to scale yourself up. See, the thing is, we don't stroke egos. What we do is we build each other up and we hold each other accountable. Something that the counterparts of our own culture doesn't do. You know what I'm saying? We let like Tim said earlier, we let the whole shit slide. Bit. A lot of times we tend to let the whole shit slide, and I don't think that's where we are in our society. We shouldn't be doing that. We shouldn't be doing that. We shouldn't be allowing people to come into society and letting them come in with bullshit and letting them slide, especially if they're not doing the due diligence of wanting to even do the hard work. A lot of times people just be wanting fucking attention. A lot of times people just be wanting attention. Yeah, man. A lot of people just want attention, and then they don't even want. A lot of times, people don't be wanting to help; they just be wanting attention. And I'll be like, man, get your goofy ass out the way. If you're not gonna fix your life and do something better with your life, then quit wasting people's fucking time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We got too many goofballs running around right now thinking that they shouldn't be in jail. Like, which brings me to my next point, and I want to say this too. I want you to look at this. Well, a woman gets caught in the chase scam raps on film. I just have to show this. This is exactly what I be talking about. And then there'll be somebody that comes and justifies the ignorance and dumb shit that they do. Here we go, right here.
Yeah, did you see the videos of the Asian woman who got arrested? Did you see the video of the black girl in the bunny who went up there to try to collect $10,000?
Right here. Look, I'm finna bring it on right now. Look, speaking of the devil, I'm finna play this, man.
It's like, man.
What is it that she's done right now?
She's trying to withdraw the $10,000.
But she hasn't withdrawn anything.
No, our risk and compliance department block it. Okay. Because it's not the scheme.
So she's just here to withdraw. Mm-hmm. Money was deposited into her account this morning. She came here to withdraw it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. From another account internally.
Okay.
So he said I was detained, so
you're not free to leave.
Yeah, I'm not trying to go nowhere, but I need to call my mama because this.
We're not calling anybody up here.
We can't call her so y'all can tell her that I'm probably finna go to jail because
ma'am, I don't even know the story yet.
Okay.
I hadn't asked you anything. I hadn't talked to anybody.
I want to say this to everybody, and I want y'all to understand this. I want you to read Robert Higgins' lips when I say this. And I've said this once, I'm going to say it twice because it ain't going to be nice. Leave white folks shit alone, man. That's all I'm going to say, man. Leave it alone, bro. Leave it the fuck alone, bro. You're not going to get in. You're not going to scam and scheme your way. A lot of these times, you must understand that the smartest and the most intelligent people were criminals that now work for the FBI and CIA agencies.
Gotta round it up, bro.
Huh?
They done rounded up. They in on the whole shindig, man.
What did I tell you about 6 months ago when I left and I went to New York and I also went in some of these goddamn meetings that AI is not going to even allow anybody to scam anymore. You think you're going to get away with something? You're not going to. They're going to have a blueprint. They're going to have a trail of what any and everything that you do as far as the transaction, from the time that you're there, the video that you're there, the buttons that you pressed, from the IP address code that you had. There's no way to do this anymore. It's over. It's done. AI is perfecting it right now. You're done. And if you think that you're gonna get away with it, I guarantee you'll be having the feds knock at your door right soon as then and there. So, and the level of stupidity of where we at, it's like this. I keep telling people what I seen what people do to PPP loans. I seen what you would do with reparations. What I seen you doing with this scam right here, man, you'll do it all over again, bro. You're not gonna have shit. This is where we at. It gotta not make sense, bro. It gotta not make sense.
And I'm talking about none at all.
I'm in business. What I look like?
It can't kind of like it gotta it gotta be as crazy as me saying, "Hey, Ron, go outside, man. It's green men doing backflips and somersaults on trampolines on Star Wars." guess what though? Call somebody at 3 o'clock in the morning. Watch how fast they get up out of bed to go out there and go look at it. They not gonna say, "Hey, Rob, stop fucking with me." And I said, "Man, get off my phone." They gonna actually get up. I think beds, and they gonna go look, right?
Mm-hmm.
And be like, "Damn, hold on, what you said that?" But tell them, "Hey, look, man, pull up to the church tomorrow, man. They give free dinners to the homeless." I'm like, "Rob, going on, man. Don't be lame." You know what I'm saying? Like that. Yeah, like if they can see it, touch it, and feel it, it's not real.
And here's the thing. Even after situations like this, these people are trying to make you feel stupid than the person that committed the dumbass crime in the first place. That's where we at, man. And then I gotta show this one last one, man. Listen, we gotta chime in on this, man. And look, I don't want to be crazy, but I'm gonna talk about it. The word of the day is protection. Watch your phone. Keep your head on the swivel, because these watchers, sneaky ass crooked folks, and people that lurk in the shadows to see your passcode want to evade and also invite themselves to your private space. I got to talk about this, man. What is it about the phone that draws attention, man? What is it? What is it about the phone that just really just is it something mysterious? Is it like the app? Is it like the apple or the forbidden fruit at this point? Like, what is it? Like, I'm not understanding. Like, it just every time you look up, it's somebody going through somebody's phone. It's always somebody doing something that has in reference to a phone. I looked in this phone. I did it. Like, what is it about the phone? Is it something that's really going on? Like, what is that? Like, is it something that goes on that makes a man or a woman insecure? I really want to know.
I really just very lost words. So I just say, yeah, man, because I know, like, without a shadow, but that is what we get. Like, it's no question in my mind. Like, this is what we at.
I look at this is what I look at. I look at people I feel like if people gotta go through and do all this type of stuff, then to figure out what they want to do, my thing is just get to the end game. And is it gonna be beneficial or is it gonna be artificial? Because at the end of the day, you went in somebody else's things that didn't belong to you for one, and then two, what you gonna do? Because if you looking in there and you had to break into something like it, to me, no different than breaking into a goddamn place of business. I feel like
I'm gonna put your head up. You say if it's beneficial or it's artificial. The thing is, artificial is not even looked at as a bad thing anymore because we have AI, right?
Yeah.
How many friends of yours on Facebook got these fake pictures of them in front of Ferraris and all this different shit through AI technology? Like AI is no longer looked at like, oh, okay, that's fake. They just look at it like that's another form of life now. Like we have reality, and then we have artificial reality. So somebody that's in a wheelchair can take a picture of them standing up now, or they have AI children now to the point where they about to have it to where you can have AI relationships, right? So you will put what kind of personality you want them to have, how you want them to look, everything, and then they're just there. So how you gonna tell people that's not reality if that's their everyday life? If they AI girlfriend texts them at 10:20 a.m. every morning to see how they doing. If they AI girlfriend can DoorDash them food for lunch because you know it's linked to your real account, but you know you just make you feel like it's your girlfriend doing it. Your AI girlfriend is that, right?
Man, hell no.
Like, man, well, no, listen.
What's that? What's that, brother?
Well, but you know, it's a word you use all the time, and it stands true. Delusion and confusion, man. That's what the world is thriving off of, man. Man, what's real don't even matter no more. Nobody give a damn about it. Man, what's real? Like, man, nobody give a damn about this shit. For what?
I'm gonna say this. You ask me anything outside of what I think is reality, and it is reality of what it is. If you don't like my result, I'm just gonna tell you to eat a dick. You know what I'm saying? Eat a dick. Like, bro, I don't have time to be convincing you all day of what's real. You know what the fuck is real. I don't have time for that, bro. I'm a 40-year-old person, bro, that is upscaling and going higher. I don't have time to pacify and babysit people fucking feelings. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you grown. Like you're a grown ass person. Either deal with reality or just live in delusion. And if you're gonna live in delusion, you're gonna do it definitely the fuck away from me. Shout out to everybody that's not living in delusion.
Bro, that don't care. They don't care. And they'll tell you they don't care.
Well, care your ass over there and don't care. Stay the fuck away from me, man. But I want to say this too, man, and this is for everybody out there, man. Don't live in delusion. And the reason why I'm telling you not to live in delusion, because what you'll end up doing is being more hurt than dealing with the reality of a situation. And then you'll start developing escapism. And then also you'll start to develop more coping mechanisms. And I think that's where we're headed to as a society. I think we're headed more into more coping mechanisms where it just won't be an alcohol or a drug use. It's going to be the dopamine and the oxytocin that you get from these virtual reality worlds that are going to make people not want to come out of them. And that's when we're going to be officially living in the Matrix.
So you know what direction society going in.
We gotta get it. We gotta get it better, man.
You know what's about to take place.
Oh yeah, I know. That's why I'm clinging to the realities of life, not the delusion, but the reality of life, man. Shout out to the reality, man. So yeah, man.
Gents. Yeah. Well, I'm about to get back to these days. They on the street over here.
Oh man, shout out to the babies, man. Shout out to the kids, man. My daughter just hit me up trying to get some more money, man. God dang. She trying to tear my pockets book down. I already know what time it is. It's time for her to get her hair did. You know what I'm saying? It's been a little while. She's a good kid though. Shout out to my baby. You know what I'm saying? I love you. You know what I'm saying? Kennedy, you know what time it is. You know they're going to find a way.
That's a bad day. I'm finna log off, man.
Man, well, look, I got my boy Timbo on the tap in, y'all, man. Always.
One episode one time.
Yeah.
I really go down.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Black get the 3-way and we just go from there, man.
Let's do it.
I bet.
All right. That's Timbo on the check-in. Man, listen. I've enjoyed myself and I've enjoyed the conversations that we had tonight. I want to bring in some new terms after this episode that's going to help us along the way. And like I say, bring a friend. The chat and the YouTube page, you can always go on there if you want to drop a comment, you want to speak on something, you want to say something. Don't be afraid. The platform is open for any and everybody. We got some interviews coming up. I've got some announcements to make that I'm going to probably do in the shorts. So follow the page. I'm going to be actually giving away a little bit of liquor this following week up until the leading of the one-on-one interviews. So if y'all ever get a chance and if y'all unfamiliar, man, we want to welcome you to the page. One of the best black medias out here. You know, shout out to y'all, man. For real, for real. But I'm going to end tonight's broadcast, man. And I just want to say, man, I enjoyed y'all. And we definitely going to be coming in. Like you see how we've been doing 3-4 episodes. Man, catch up to us, man. We definitely moving and grooving in the right direction. And like I said, I got some announcements to make, and I'll probably be making them tomorrow. You're going to catch me at the grand opening of the new Yummy ramen bar. Y'all see me post that. You know what I'm saying? We got some invites. We doing some things behind the scenes, and we're going to be making some waves throughout the city. I told you we coming. Not slowly, but we surely coming. So without further ado, man, I want to wish y'all a good night, man. I hope y'all have a happy Friday night as we get ready to transition to Saturday. I hope y'all have a good weekend, good cocktails, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And we out. And I want to end this on a personal favorite song of mine that I love and I care about. You know what I'm saying? And it's brought me through a whole bunch of things, and you always hear us talk. Without further ado, man, I'm bringing it to you. One of my favorite joints is called The Running Man by Trap God Lido, none other than the Trap God himself, straight out of Miami. We out. Peace.
Yeah. Roads under my feet, I'm gonna run these streets. In this ghetto life we live, I'm gonna shut my business. They never feel my pain, but they know my name. Ooh, yeah, they gon' know my name. It's been so long, I was trying to get right. Oh, it felt like I'm wrong. By the end of the night, I be all on my own. I ain't got a gun, I ain't running from a fight. I was locked down in the belly of the beast. I was just trying to make my way to the light. I had to make that bitch understand. I'm whipping shit with the other hand. Now I'm bouncing back like a rubber band. When it come to money, do the running man. And she just wanna fuck with a nigga who 100, yeah. Who 100? I don't want nothing, I just want some money, yeah. Some money. And she just wanna fuck with a nigga who 100, yeah. And I don't want nothing, I just want some money, yeah. I made a game, jamming shit, I'm getting one of them rain. Traumatized, no iconic pain. Dirty work, I'm coming back with a stain. I paid the cost, dirty game, I perfected the cross. Had to learn how to take me a loss. Put them on and made me a boss. And she's the one to fight with a nigga who a honey, yeah. And I don't want nothing, I just want some money. Rose under my feet, I'm gon' run these streets. Ghetto life we live, I'm gon' shut my business. They never feel my pain, but they know my name. I was down bad, but I never went against the code. I had love for dog, I had to cut him off, I heard he told. I would've laid down when I did the time for the gang. And these be the same clowns that be tryna put dirt on my name. Ain't no pretty ball, no mention to me. I know how to get the bag out the streets. I know how to turn a 1 to a 3. I know how to turn your bitch to a freak. And she's the one to fought with a nigga who a honey, yeah. I want nothing, I just want some money, yeah. Some money. She's the one to fought with a nigga who a honey, yeah. And I want nothing, I just want some money. Rose under my feet, I'm gon' run these streets. Ghetto life we live, I'm gon' shut my business. They never feel my pain, but they know my name. Ooh, yeah, they gon' know my name. I was down bad, but I never went against the code.